Hello, queens and kings. It's Dana Stewart Coates, Killer Queen Antique Jewelry, with a Friday slash preview slash for Saturday sale. October 22nd, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that's 8 p.m. here in England. Let's start with the gold. 14 karat gold. Blood on the Moon, a pink, very rare pink moonstone. Natural pearl, ruby eyes, and the most fabulous spider. Completely hallmarked. It's either a brooch or a pendant. Let me zoom out so you can see the size of it. It's over 6 grams, just the pendant. That's without the chain. The chain will be included, and it is 19 inches long. It's just the most fabulous necklace, or pendant, or brooch. I have 4 golden rose gold heart padlocks, various sizes, all Victorian. Of course, these can be used to close a bracelet or on a necklace or as a charm. They're wonderfully versatile. I also have 4 Victorian rose gold bracelets. Then that one's actually the thickest, my personal favorite. This one is just about the same size though. And a more modern yellow gold curb that is very unisex. There are 2 fabulous cameo bracelets. These are sterling and gilt. They're both Art Deco. Both are in fabulous condition. They're shell cameo. Trying to put them on the thickest to the thinnest. And I'll give you the weights on these tomorrow. So don't want to take up too much of your time with the preview. There's a lot to see. So moving on with the gold, there'll be a couple of gold cameos available. Vintage. And this one I think is fabulous. It's antique. That one's Art Deco. Of course, these would have fallen into the bag that I keep them in. They're all 9 karat gold. Oh heavens, there we go. I think we have a spare chain there. Okay. Maybe a couple spare gold chains. I think I have the 2 spare gold chains because the pearl one is actually, that is a sterling gilt chain with the tiny seed pearls, but I think it goes just absolutely fabulous with that Art Nouveau necklace. This one is Art Nouveau, this one is Edwardian, and this one is also Edwardian. There's sapphires, garnets, and amethyst. The sapphires are set with diamonds. There's a little dangle there. Sapphires are set with diamonds. The garnet is set with tiny seed pearls with the dangle as well. And of course the amethyst is Art Nouveau. All 3 are quite beautiful. And gold chains are available. That dark gold chain, I do believe, is 22 karat. So don't think, well, I'd price it accordingly, that's all. And we have, of course, in gold pools of light on a 20-inch chain. One of my favorites is on a 36-inch rose gold chain. He is hand painted, and you think, oh, why would I want a photo of some hand painted man in an Edwardian locket? Because I think he's the father, and this is the beautiful baby. Now they're not tinted. They're not tinted photos. They're hand painted photos, or hand painted pictures. It's just, I think it's just one of the most wonderful things. Okay, let's, I think that's about it. Well, I was going to say that's it for the gold, but then of course there's an entire huge tray of gold rings. And of course they're opals because it is October. October's birthstone, the opal. I guess we're going to move to sterling. So let's move, since I showed you the 2 sterling gilt bracelets, let me show you another sterling gilt bracelet. It's a peacock. There are garnets and rubies and white zircon. It is sterling and gilt. Quite gorgeous on. Where do I go next? Sterling bracelets? Why not? Let's do sterling bracelets. Oh, let's do the biggest one first. This one's about 170 grams. 170 grams of sterling. And what I think, and what I think you'll think as well, is the quintessential British charm bracelet. I forget how many articulated charms are on here. I will count them for you. I mean, it starts out with a little articulated mouse that his head swivels. There's a Prince Regent plumes. This is at least George the Fourth. George the Fourth or George the Fifth? Elizabeth's father. because when this one opens up, it just says Buckingham Palace. Now, the Elizabeth ones say ER, you know, for Elizabeth. Now, they all open, but I'm not going to try and break my nails and show them to you. This one, I do believe, has the pages in it. It's just, I think it's the Lord's Prayer, to be quite honest with you. I don't believe, you know, it's not the whole Bible. But it's a rare thing, since less than 50% of the people in this country have faith. That one has an engagement ring inside. There is a very antique looking double-decker bus. They all open. They're, you know, the majority of these are articulated. There's a £1 note. We don't have pound notes any longer. They're coins. There's a bell that chimes. I want to say, oh, that's a cigarette case. I did open. I have opened all of these with a tool, not with my nails. There's an enameled shamrock. This little bear is articulated. There's an I love you spinner. There are 2 large Mexican sombreros. There's a caduceus box. I guess that's a pill box, my guess. There's an articulated boot, an articulated kettle, an articulated piano, an articulated lantern, an articulated fish, and even the little stork, the baby swings. It's the largest charm bracelet, and I think the most fabulous that I've ever sold. I've sold a lot of charm bracelets, even a lot of huge ones, but never one with that many articulations. See, a lot smaller, only 40 grams, but a whole lot of fabulous. I think there are 17 puffy hearts on this. Of course, an engraved heart. These are from my own collection. The bracelet is antique. All of the charms are antique. They're either Victorian, Edwardian, or Art Deco. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Love the 4-leaf clover. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 puffy hearts. And like I said, about 40 grams. And I think there are 3 or 4 lockets. Sterling puffy lockets. I think it's pretty fabulous. I don't know how I get my hands on them, but I managed to get another Theodor Farner, a fabulous German Art Deco jewelry designer. The rings, the bracelets, everything he made was prolific. It is 935 silver. There is a bit of his mark left in the bracelet, TF. Black onyx. This one does need a safety, but that's not a problem to add. That one's quite lovely as well. Another Art Deco, you can see the blue. Moonstone bracelet. the blue Schiller chatoyancy is just jumping, leaping off of this bracelet. Let's see. Are we doing bracelets? Yeah, we might as well. Well, I might as well pull down the big silver. I'm not going to pull these off, but you can see it goes from, I wouldn't even call that small, more of a medium, all the way up to the big, heavy 55-gram bracelets with, of course, the heart padlocks. Now, if you wouldn't want the heart padlock, I can put another closure on for you. That is a beautiful Victorian, should be with the other ones that I'm going to show you, but it's up here, Albertina. You can see it's all covered in roses, and there's also a large vintage gate bracelet. Oops. I hate that bracelet holder. Things fall off all the time. Drives me insane. Of course, there's a 5 strand? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it? Yes, 5 strand pannier. Victorian, hearts at either end. Fabulous tassel, and of course, antique teapot. That's a gorgeous one. They're all beautiful. Saying that, there are some really fabulous ones. I mean, that is, my opinion, that is quite fabulous. Well, this is the one with the charm at the end. But it is also 3-strand pannier. Now, this is a new one. If you don't like all the pannier and everything else going on, this is the, I love these, the Repoussé ferns. It has an incredible T-bar on it. Beautiful tassel. As if you like it a little bit simple. Now, if you're like me and you kind of like it a bit over the top, how about a 3-strand French enamel, double-sided, fabulous Albertina. I'm sorry. Well, no, I'm not sorry. It's incredible. It's bracelet length. It doesn't have the extra bit that you have to worry about hanging. Just your fabulous enameled tassel. Just the most beautiful little posies. Double-sided gorgeousness. It's navy, almost black. And then it has like toll painted enamel roses. I just think it's the most gorgeous. Just so you can see the detail on it. Sterling silver, of course, and French. Just absolutely, absolutely incredibly fabulous. Okay, which way do we go? Oh, necklaces. Let's do sterling necklaces. So, of course, we have Art Deco pools of light. Sorry, things are getting tangled because I have things laying out to show you. I love this one. With the 3 pearls and a sort of bow motif. They big on bows. Yeah, I'm down with that. I love bows. I'm definitely a girly girl. Love my girly bows. Now, this is also a 3 pools of light. This has gorgeous looped bows. I also have a small selection of marcasite jewelry as well. Oh, another beautiful bow, trombone clasp, another brooch, a couple pairs of marcasite earrings. Now, those are on screw backs, but they can be swapped over quite easily for wired earrings as well. Gorgeous Art Deco marcasite roses bracelet. Let's see, what else? Just trying to think of the marcasite pieces. I know, oh, yeah, there's another beautiful marcasite. Now this one's Victorian. It has the safety, the barrel clasp and the safety in the back. I think that's it for the marcasite, but you know, I might find more. Who knows? There'll be a selection of sterling silver rings from Art Deco to modern. Just don't have time to show them all to you. Quickly show you not one. Oh, this one's quite fabulous. This is Victorian. It was a watch chain. It is ball and the Mariner link, of course, with a dog clip clasp. They're all sterling. These are very, very, very fashionable here. I imagine in the States as well. I wouldn't tell you. Of course, if they're not fashionable, you can make them fashionable. These are all Victorian. This one, of course, has the watch fob and the 1883 coin. And this one is just a tiny bit longer, I think. Well, actually, they're all about the same. They're watch chains. So they're Victorian watch chains that have been converted into necklaces. I can't remember the date on this, but it's is Edwardian, fabulous Edwardian case, card case, whatever you would want to use it for. See, that one's Victorian Vesta case. Now, this one is Russian. It's a matchbox safe, and it's fully Russian hallmarked. There it is. So if you've ever wanted to get your hands on Russian silver, antique Russian silver, I thought that was quite wonderful and unique. This is also a pill case. She's dated 1901. She's Art Nouveau. Quite fab. This one is vintage. It is a really beautiful locket. And this one is Victorian. And the chain is Victorian as well. They're both wonderful. Oh, okay. This is a Victorian Vesta case, chatelaine. And where did my other chatelaine piece go? Oh, I've just got so much out here, guys. There's a Chatelaine compact here. I'm not quite sure what to do with it. We'll figure it out, especially before tomorrow. Now, this is rare in that most of the double-sided lockets that you see are gold. This one is sterling for my people that don't really like to wear yellow gold or rose gold. This is sterling. It is the letter J. It's a brooch. Sterling Scottish teapot. We'll get to the Scottish. Quite rare. Edwardian teddy bear brooch. I don't want to leave anything out. Of course, there's a Victorian. The only garnets that I'm actually going to bring, because I have a ton of garnets coming in, is this beautiful Victorian brooch. We're going to take a quick look up. I was trying not to blind you with any of the lights because there are new Scottish bracelets. We'll show them in detail tomorrow, of course, but I hate to pull them down because we all know that this thing is a pain. Oopsie. I do love this banded agate. It's probably my personal favorite. See, all of the cuffs want to come off. The Victorian cuffs want to come off. I hate this bracelet rack. I hate it with a passion. Objective, definitely. These are the multicolored one and the chalcedony, and I love this one. It is very feminine and very Edwardian. I think it's quite gorgeous. Now, this is the newest one. I love the flower and the fabulous padlock, and the back is all, of course, hand chased. This one is quite gorgeous. It has several sort of like it, but not as. Now, this one is the big fabulous Victorian sampler. Now, usually they're flat, like you normally see them, like the banded agate. This is the very first one that I have ever seen with the large cabochons. It is just an incredible bracelet. Now, I have a few. No, this one does not like to stay on. The bracelet holder. Display. Pain. But then the velvet ones just get really bad quick. So, I mean, you take your choice. The leatherette stay better looking. I'm going to put that on there just so I have a place to put it. There are a couple fabulous Victorian cuffs, of course. And that is going to drop. Go back. I think I'm going to show you a couple more pieces, and that'll be it for this preview. Not that I haven't shown you, I think, the kitchen sink. Maybe I have shown you the kitchen sink. I will have a selection of antique bracelet or brooches. This one I absolutely adore. It's Art Nouveau. It's all enameled. Once upon a time, it was a buckle. it was converted to a brooch. Probably because it was so fabulous. Now, I'm going to see how I can get this all into shot here. I got the most fantastic, it has a 42-inch circumference, 21-inch drop. It's honestly the most gorgeous beaded Art Deco necklace I have ever seen. These beads are huge. Of course, they are Millefiori. Look how fantastic they are. They're stars, they're sunflowers. This is the most fantastic Art Deco necklace that I've seen in quite a very long time. I mean, I don't want to discount all of the beautiful Art Deco necklaces that I have. I am going to bring the Jakob Bengal uranium. Probably bring a few more pieces of glass. And I think the very last thing I'm going to show you really quickly is that there will be a selection of amber rings. Love the mosaic. They're amber. Oops, and one more. Beautiful amber rings. And of course, can't have rings without earrings. And the last amber earrings I had from my amber guy, I wasn't really thrilled with. I mean, not that they weren't pretty, they were just kind of on the small side. And I kind of like earrings with a bit more presence. Well, these definitely have some presence. There's another one to match that. I'm so sorry. There's so much out. I mean, each of them is just really gorgeous. I love, of course, the Art Nouveau looking ones. Now, these are not amber, they are copal. The hearts. And if no one's ever told you the difference between amber and copal, Baltic amber is hundreds of millions of years old, and copal is millions of years old. That is the difference. I've shown you a lot of my sterling brooches, but I think I'm going to show you. Someone asked me for an antique dragon. Now, I think he's Deco. He's Mark Sterling. I think he's actually even dated. He's Mark Sterling, and yeah, he's got some teeny tiny dates up here. I'll have to check him out, but he's Mark Sterling here, and it's kind of worn. But I think he's pretty. He's up there with the spider. Thought he was pretty cool. There's also some really cool large key earrings as well. Those are sterling. But you know, I'll have more. If you think this is, if you don't think this is enough, I will have more. There'll be more Scottish pieces. I'll properly show you that fantastic Victorian bullseye agate piece. Yeah, just when I'm getting ready to say, oh, well, that's it. Of course, that's not it. That can't ever be. I don't think that that is turquoise, and if it is, it's probably Asian turquoise, you know, Chinese turquoise, or it is not Native American turquoise by any stretch. But these, each and every one of these is fabulous. I think my personal favorite is this. Well, no, I actually kind of like them all, to be quite honest with you. Don't ask me. I picked them all out, so of course I'm going to like them all. Now, I think that's it. And if there's something that I missed, I'll show you tomorrow. 12 noon Pacific Standard Time, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and 8 p.m. here in England and a lot of Europe. I have missed you all. I have missed fine jewelry, and I'm looking over and I just missed a bunch of necklaces. I'm going to show them to you real quick. Okay, I think we briefly saw, if you're not new to the channel, we briefly saw, which why briefly, I don't know, the suffragette piece. Have matching earrings for this beautiful Scottish blue agate, or Deca, or Edwardian. There's a Victorian blue schiller moonstone. This is a Charles Horner enamel, and this is a fabulous 3-dropper Rose de France Briolet cut negligee necklace. Of course, this is a negligee as well. So, Victorian, Edwardian, Victorian, and Edwardian. That's it. I'm tired. I need to get some rest. Thank you all for coming in and watching the preview. I hope you like, subscribe, comment on your favorite, please. And hopefully I see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful rest of your day. See you all soon, Queens and Kings.